Hello, this is Chris Lawrence, and this is a review for the Rosie and Bailey hiking and trekking sticks. They're their carbon sticks that they have. Very useful for day hiking and backpacking. Extremely useful for backpacking. If you've never used poles for walking, they will ease a whole lot of weight on your legs and your knees and things like that. If you've got a pack on, and really at the end of the day, your arms are going to be tired, and your upper body is going to be a little bit tired, but that's also going to take the weight off of your legs and keep them more fresh as you're walking. You don't have to be hiking really, tall mountains and things like that, but, day hikes and as you're backpacking for a weekend or whatever, these things are worth it. So the Rosie and Bailey, the design here is, I love it. The black and green. Some people may not like this much of a green, but to me, I love the contrast there. The actual design of the poles are very much similar to what you'd see for some of the other ones. I've got some other poles that look kind of exactly like this. A few design notes that normal poles will have is you've got some like a loose terrain type fitting here that kind of help keep the pole from not going too far into the brush that you have. So if you had a big pile of leaves or something, and if it just kind of poked all the way through, something very thin type of deal there. Also too, you've got the this rubber kind of grommet, I'm not really sure what you call it, kind of a cover, and it basically helps for pavement and stuff like that, so you don't have to scuff up, because we do have this pole, or sorry, this piece here at the end. I think it's tungsten, but basically, that goes against some of the rocks and stuff, and is really nice to and for putting into the actual as you're hiking and not having to worry about slipping and stuff on rocks. It holds really well. You've got the fittings here. You've got when your adjustable links here, you've got your measurements in centimeters. You have your adjustment piece here to make it so that you can move it up and down if you want to, and this is just kind of you'll get to play with as you're going downhill and uphill, or just kind of going normal. You've got this so that you know exactly which way you want to go down to or up to, depending on that. Quick release type fittings and adjustments. This thing here, you've got this little this mechanism here, and it just kind of tightens this whole thing down and keeps the pole from moving up and down. I don't necessarily like this as much, but it is better than having only fixed positions instead of a infinite variable amount of positions that you can have for adjusting here. There's a flat head grooves here, although I never this actually kind of comes out, and you can't really fit anything in there because it's kind of coming out like this. But anyway, you adjust this as kind of as tight as you can with being able to fit this down. You'll have to tighten that down pretty well, because when you're putting down weight on it, you're really gonna need it there, because you don't want to fall down and it collapse on you while you're going. So that's one thing that I've seen with other designs, like with that mechanism for the actual pole. The handles are very similar to other kinds that I've seen before and have used, and they're nice. This kind of, real nice, kind of almost like you're in a fighter pilot kind of thing. But anyway, it's nice here like that. The straps are very nice, and when you put these on, the last straps that I had some kind of melted fabric here, as they kind of try to not allowed the edges to fray. They kind of melted a little bit. But when I was on here, it would kind of rub, and that's not good for an entire weekend. But anyway, as you see here, you can put down a lot of weight. You can adjust this length here as you're kind of putting your weight down to correctly hold this and to apply your weight on it. You see here that the strap holds very well. And then the grip is there for comfort as well. So you don't have to, you can just lean on this and not have to tire out and and have your grip like this and be burning the whole time. So you don't have to do that. So this is, nice. Normal hiking sticks have those. But if you find one in the woods and a stick like that, you don't have the straps, which I think is just as important because you're creating some frame. You're creating a frame there with your arm and with the strap and the pole, so that you're not using a lot. You're not burning a lot of energy there. Plus, you're saving your legs by using the poles. If you're day hiking, going on a weekend hike, and you've got a backpack and it's loaded down pretty good, or whatever. Get poles. If you're young, get poles. If you're old, get poles. You'll need them. It's not an ego thing that you can, be fine without them. I mean, you can, but, this is just smarter way of hiking and then being able to enjoy everything. So feel free to ask me any questions in the links in the description, and I'll add some more information there. But anyway, I like these. My kind of summary of it is that you need a pole. These are great poles for the money. Very comparable to the other prices for poles there, and awesome design. Love it. I want to start using these just because I think they give me a little bit better quality on the mechanism here, and I like the coloring and stuff here. Now, the only thing that I didn't like really is probably right here. We've got the loose gravel piece here. I do not like this at all. It's kind of flexible. It's kind of flimsy. My other one is kind of hard. I don't like this because it gives, and I just don't like that. So if I'm kind of coming through and I'm using it on jagged or some rocks and stuff, and it kind of slips to the side a little bit, this could kind of help a little bit, or if I'm in the bigger rocks. But it kind of, I don't know, maybe I'll give it a chance and kind of get used to it. But this I don't really like too much. I wish it was a little bit sturdier full material, but I may like it a little bit later. But anyway, so this is, again, the Rosie and Bailey trekking sticks. They're carbon sticks, hiking poles. Definitely get some, and I definitely recommend Rosie and Bailey. Thanks.